Hello, everyone. Our certified tutors at 4011 Learning are counting down the days to our EOG training camps. These right now are being offered virtually, one for 3rd through 5th grade reading, one for 3rd through 5th grade math, and then one for 5th grade science. We have all your elementary EOGs covered here in North Carolina. For my local folks, if you are interested in an in-person option, there is an interest form you can fill out on the website. And if we have enough interest for that, that is something we can offer as well. But it is time for a tip for testing and a truth about testing. And so for today's tip, if you have a child that deals with testing anxiety or gets nervous during the test, I'm going to teach you a breathing technique that you can teach your child. Now, there are several versions of this technique, but I'm going to teach you one that is quite doable for everyone. So this is a 4-2-6 breathing technique. So you're going to breathe in for 4 seconds. You're going to hold it for 2. And then you're going to breathe out for 6. Now, I have also heard from some experts that if you picture the numbers that you're counting in your mind, that is another great way to help regulate your nervous system. So again, if you have a child that deals with test anxiety or nervousness before or during the test, they can take just a moment to practice a 4-2-6 breathing routine. That is breathing through their nose for 4 seconds, holding it for at least 2 seconds. Actually, the longer they can hold it, the better. But most people can handle 2 seconds. And then breathing out through the mouth for at least 6 seconds. And this is a research-based, science-proven way to lower our anxiety, our heart rate, regulate our nervous system, and it's a great tool to teach your students, your children, for any time they are feeling anxious or nervous, but especially on test day. And for the truth about testing, I wanted to talk a little bit about, I mentioned a lot about, the test doesn't indicate future potential. And so I wanted to give you some research to that extent, and also some anecdotal evidence to support that. So as far as research goes, I recently read a study that said that ACT scores, comparing those to a student's high school GPA, the GPA for the student is actually 5 times better of a predictor of future success for the student than the ACT score. And then as far as anecdotal evidence goes, I just want you to think of the people around you that were not the great test takers in school, but are now super successful individuals. They probably have a great sense of work ethic. They probably are good with working with other people. Maybe they're great at logistics, or they're very creative, innovative thinkers. And I just always told my students when I was teaching that their attitude and their effort was going to be something that was going to carry them much farther in life than any sort of score or even any sort of grade. So those internal characteristics are what are really important to me as an educator and as a parent. And I also wanted to just end with this idea. So why would someone like me, who does not like anything about standardized testing for young students, create a camp about prepping students for standardized testing? And the answer to that is, I still feel a responsibility to make sure that the students are prepared and aware and ready for what the test is going to be like. And even more than that, within the camp, we are going to be talking to the students about how to have a healthy perspective, how to have a healthy mindset about the testing as well. So we're giving them those strategies, we're practicing the problems with them, but we're also building a healthy perspective and a healthy way to think about testing in general. And we are teaching them all of these strategies, such as the breathing technique that I taught you today. We'll be teaching things like that in the camp that are skills that transfer in life to many areas other than testing. So I wanted to clarify that there are a lot of reasons why the tutors at 4011 Learning and myself decided to offer these camps that go beyond just targeting increasing EOG scores. That would just be a wonderful benefit to them, but it's also about approaching the whole child and helping them think about the test and feel more confident. And it's like I said in one of my posts, they're going to walk in feeling ready, and they're going to walk out knowing that no matter what happens, they are still worthy individuals with gifts and talents to share with the world. So that is my soapbox speech today. And again, if you are interested in signing up your 3rd, 4th, or 5th grader for camp, you're going to go to www.40-11-learning.com, and all of the registration links are there. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me with a direct message. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend, and I will be back in a day or two with another tip and truth about testing. Bye, everybody.